much, Oracle. Things couldn't be more dire with Earth sinking into the dark multiverse. Except they actually are. Hawkgirl says the planet Thanagar is preparing to destroy Earth to save the multiverse. Get to Thanagar and meet with her. Maybe we can hold off the Thanagarians long enough to put things right.
So Metal Part 2 is live today. Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So today we are going to start the Metal Part 2 DLC. So you can see there's the portal to Thanagar. It's right next to the portal to Metal Gotham City. And you have our old Thanagarian supplier right over here. Let's take a quick look at what the character is selling. So this is basically the Hawkman set of gear that you can purchase from this little guy here. I will probably make a Hawkman video soon once I manage to get the Hawkman set of gear. So let's take the teleporter and let's go to Thanagar. Pretty cool looking map so far. So let's go see the Green Lantern supplier. So here you can see some of the new augments that have been added to the game. Let's take a quick look. 3%. So this is the dominating Absorbicon module. Since I'm a controller, let's go take a look at the Vital Absorbicon module. As a controller, this is the one I would have a tendency to use. So it gives us a +3 vitalization and power while in Metal Part 2 content. 1 or 2% critical power chance while in Metal Part 2 content. Wrath of Thanagar, +1 additional gear choice from bosses in Metal Part 2 Tier 10 on duty menu for each rank. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm a bit sad. I'll show you as an example. The one augment that I'm using right now, actually the two augments that I'm using right now is the Vital Metal Resonator. One of the things that the Resonator does is that it gives us a chance to get to summon a Dark Robin to fight alongside us. Sadly, that only works in Metal Part 1 content. So sadly, you pretty much have, whenever there's a new content, you pretty much have to get the new augments for that new content. Although I might wait a bit before I get that. And let's see what else our little friend is selling here. So here it is, the Lethal Blackout Cowl. No, so that should be the oh yeah. Now let's switch armory so that we can actually see what it is we're getting. The Dawnbreaker set of gear. I know that some people will be, let's say, unhappy to get one more Batman-inspired set of gear. Even though in this case it's a cross between Batman and Green Lantern, but still. But it's a pretty cool looking set of gear still. Although it doesn't look quite as good as it did in the comics, somehow it's one of the few set of gears that I don't find quite as good as what we used to get. Like we got some awesome Batman Beyond, Red Death, and a few other set of gear that were pretty awesome that I can recall for some time. This one is okay, but I would say it's probably my least favorite we got in a while. And here's our friend Hawkgirl, but before there should be another vendor. Oh, there it is. This one is just to repair, so let's do that. There's our little Thanagarian supplier. So again, we have a new Hawkman set of gear, and some, as you can see, some various base items. Okay, so here's our other vendor that will sell. Basically, this should be the elite version, the enhanced version of the Dawnbreaker set of gear. And let's see if there's something else. you can see this vendor is selling various catalysts and the enhanced version of the Dawnbreaker set of gear. So let's talk to our friend Hawkgirl and let's get this party started.
Good, you're here. Thanagar's not exactly around the corner, but it's a second home to me and Hawkman. That big gun up there? The more hawkish Thanagarians want to use the Phoenix Cannon to destroy Earth. They think that will stop the Dark Multiverse from destroying our reality.
That's a big cannon.
Things are a real mess here, but that gives us an opportunity to help the locals and win their trust. We need them to hold off on attacking Earth until we figure out a way to stop Barbatos and his Dark Knights.
So we can see the new model for our friend Hawkgirl, and we can see the Hawkgirl headpiece that we got not too long ago in the Dark Multiverse time capsules, and you can see there's a whole bunch of new quests that popped after we talked to a Hawkgirl. So let's talk to her again.
The best way to help Earth right now is to help Thanagar. Do whatever you can.
So let's grab all the missions.
My telepathic scans have picked up chatter among the cult of the Seven Devils. They are planning something and must be stopped. Ah, Hawkgirl sent you. She's been a great help. We would welcome your assistance with the cult of the Seven Devils. I used to be one of them, so I know they'll use these trying times to wreak havoc.
Thanks for coming. I'm Commander Talarto, the Green Lantern of Sector 2682. These metal-laced lanterns are overrunning Thanagar. I don't know where they're coming from, but we need to capture them and send them to the Owen science cells.
Our friend Commander Talarto had a lot to say.
Our military is the greatest in the galaxy. But in times like these, you are welcome allies.
Heads up. We're convening a war council in the Oblivion Bar. Cunning as he is, the Batman who laughs shouldn't be able to bypass the bar's magical defenses. We're going to figure out how to take down the Dark Knights once and for all.
Let's see what's this one.
Welcome to Thanagar. I've been ordered to provide visitors with background on our world, so... The Thanagarian Empire is the greatest empire in the universe. Our strength and glory are unparalleled. That's all you need to know.
So let us accept. You have to admire how modest the Thanagarians are. So let's explore a bit. Oh, we can't go that way. Oh, I'm so sad. I hate when they do that. When they, when there's an area where it seems we could go, but there's an invisible wall stopping us from going. Oh well. So let's take a quick look at our on-duty menu, or at our journal actually. So artifact, the Gem of Horus, use the warp. So basically we had to use either the warp menu or teleporter in Watchtower to travel to the Thanagar. So we did that. And it gave us the Gem of Horus. Let's see what that is. Oh, it's our first artifact. Sadly, it's recommended for damage weapons, and not really what I use. But if you guys do use weapons, this is a good artifact, I suppose, for you. So let us get started. Well, let's talk to our friend Hawkgirl again.
Welcome back to the front lines.
So as you saw, the new marks are the Thanagarian marks. Let's take a quick look at our coins. Yeah, we have a lot of marks right now. So you can see we got the Thanagarian marks nowadays. It's the new currency that's been added with this DLC, and it's the currency we need to use with the vendors on this map. Cool looking Batman. Pretty close to the rebirthed Batman. So let's select another mission. And so, Middle Part 2. So as we complete various objectives.
We're convening a war council in the Oblivion Bar. Cunning as he is, the Batman who laughs shouldn't be able to bypass the bar's magical defenses. We're going to figure out how to take down the Dark Knights once and for all.
So as we play the various missions, we'll see various new rewards that will get added. And let's go to the on-duty menu just to show you. So for the now we have the middle part 2 missions in the events tab. We used to have the middle part 1 missions, but usually that's how it works. We get the missions from the DLC until the next DLC comes out. So right now, if you want to be able to play the missions with either a low-level character and as a free-to-play player, you have to play the events version of those missions. It's strange. It would seem one mission is missing. Usually there's 4 missions in here. Oh, and I just realized this DLC adds a tier 10 to DC Universe Online. So far the highest tier was tier 9. It would seem that with Metal Part 2, we now have a tier 10 in DC Universe Online. So you can see, a bit strange. There should be one more mission, but anyway. So you can see there's a 2-player mission called Batscave that's been added. There's a 4-player mission called Damage Control, and there's an 8-player mission called the Phoenix Cannon. And you have the regular version of the mission, or you have the elite version of the mission. And of course, you got the very same thing in the events tab. So Thrash Metal, steal Nth Metal stores from Cult of the Seven Devils. Close boom tubes using Thanagarian tech and defeat invading metal marauders. Collect the lantern rings found around the Thanagar. And assist Lieutenant Thrasher on Thanagar. Defeat the Nth Metal Golem, so that's probably the bounty on this map. So let us select Thrash Metal and let's go to play that mission. It seems simple enough. Odds are there's probably random missions, so there's probably a random amongst 2-3 missions. Oh, I couldn't target them anymore. I'm so sad. Oh, let's see that little thingy. So obviously you can play multiple objectives at the same time. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. So once you destroy the portal, the boom tube, you can see the NPCs are leaving. I guess they have failed this boom tube.
Pain means nothing.
We'll explore the map in just a bit. Let's see if we can just complete this mission first.
Keep fighting.
see what seems to be the bounty. Let's go see if there's other players there. Sadly for the bounties, you have to pretty much do it the first few weeks that the DLC is out. You should use it to spam the bounties because afterwards it's more challenging to find people who need or want to play the bounty.
Pain means nothing.
So let's go see what the bounty might be. So you can see there's already a handful of evil villains around the bounty. And it seems to be some big nth metal golem. Let's see if we can pitch in. That was nasty.
I'd rather arm wrestle Black Adam than be stuck with you. $3D is nothing. I've got all 4 Ds.
So I basically have an armory where I have a shield instead of time bomb. I try to have a bit of extra survivability in certain fights. The shield will protect me during the fight if needed, but also it allows me to heal myself
They
a bit.
say you can't find.
Nope.
You may experience a slight burning sensation.
Keep fighting.
And I also have quantum tunneling that acts as a shield, but I'm trying to save quantum tunneling in case I need to break out or something.
I'm hit.
So I'll use mostly my shield to protect myself, but I'll keep quantum tunneling in reserve just in case. I'm not sure if it's a hero or villain that went down.
I've been told I have quite the gravitas.
Poor Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that's just the 4th dimension folding you up like a microwave burrito. This is the fun part. From overseas. That hurt! This never happened in beta testing.
I'll let someone old friends again. not sure if there's some mechanic with the like the boxes around the area that we should use, or if that is how he was summoned. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Ah, poor Bruce Wayne. Almost there. Oh yeah. So we'll go see Martian Manhunter in a bit. We'll finish our quests first. Let's switch back to our DPS armor. My loadout is almost the same. The one distinction, well, two distinctions actually. One is that I replaced a time bomb with an extra shield, and also the supercharge. Here I have a DPS supercharge, but I have a healing supercharge with my other armory. So I guess. I have to admit, I had gotten used to my little Dark Robin friend helping me in battle. Kinda miss him. So that should be our last metal store. So let's go back to see our NPCs and collect our rewards. And after that, we will explore the map just a bit. So here's our
Destroying the cult's nth metal abomination was impressive, but I have read the cultists' minds. They won't stop trying to conjure something sinister.
Cool looking Superman. And it's the true Man of Steel, so you know it's legit.
Destroying their nth metal stores will slow down the cult's latest attempts to resurrect Onimar Sin. Impressive.
Destroying the boom tubes they're using for transport will reduce their tactical resources. Mission accomplished.
So let us see what we got as a rewards. Oh, and we got a little Promethean logbox. Decisions. Let's go for the face. Don't really need it, but I'll use it with one of my other characters. So we got the Predatory Helm or Harrier Boot box. We'll go for the helm. Probably should have gone for the generator box, but we'll get so many of those. No rush. Thanagar crate. Nah, let's go for the boots. Screeching eggs. Well, let's go for that. Was tempted to take the Kent family mailbox. Maybe next time. So we got a Gotham street lamp. Let's use that. So we got a feed for collecting 1 base items from Metal Part 2. So let's see the little trinket we got. Usually by default I build my controller gear first, so you can see the item is item level 247, but the maximum is going to be 251. So I'm not quite there to be able to get the maximum. And I'm not going to use it with this this armory. Let's see for the boots. So 246. And the helmet 247. And the style of the helmet is the Battle Hawk, and the style of boots is the Winged Fury. So it's a weird style for a Hawkman, unless it's a style for a Hawkman from the Metal comics, which could be. So as you can see, there's a verse artifact that have been added to the game. Sadly, in order to be able to get those artifacts, we are going to have to play the various missions. And as we play the missions, the new missions, then we're going to get a new artifact. So you can see Lamar card accessory, as sadly that's for DPS. Here you can see the strategist card. That one is for any role. As a controller, that's probably the one that I'm going to try to upgrade. And here's the Page of Destiny. This one is for healer. And this is one for DPS and healer. So these are the new artifacts that have been added with this new DLC. So if we go by location, you can see the artifact missions here. All we need is to complete the various missions. So the next one we'll do is explore Thanagar. Although there's still Thrasher's Defense and Ring Hog, I'll do those after. So usually explore missions, simple enough, you just fly from one place to the next. And usually there's those little console here, so that should give us a bit of background on the map.
Thanagar's wealthiest and most powerful citizens live up in those towers. The whole area is off limits to people like you. And me, for that matter.
No, this is the ring. So we don't have anything to do, we just need to go next to them. I'm a bit surprised that the number is only 15. It reminds me of some of the missions where we had to get like 50 or 100 objectives.
Thanagarian ships are built with nth metal, making them capable of aeronautic maneuvers that cannot be matched. Our air superiority has won many a war.
That was a cool looking ship. Sorry, I got sidetracked a bit by the rings. We can't go any higher. I'm so sad. Oh, and we saw our first briefing. From what I understand, the briefings and investigations give us big items.
Thanagarians respect strength, but it takes more than power to gain their trust. Helping them against their enemies in the cult of the Seven Devils is a step in the right direction.
So once I managed to complete the briefings and investigations, I'll show you guys what you can get.
The Phoenix Cannon is a marvel in military engineering. It's capable of shaking entire planets apart. I don't relish using it on Earth, but that would both save the multiverse and show Thanagar's strength.
So we just need one more of those little rings. Ah, there's one over there. So let's complete this here. Let's complete our last two objectives. Pretty cool looking map that they made.
The bazaar is one of my favorite parts of town. Bartering for goods isn't true battle, but the principles of strength, tactics, and strategy remain the same. Someone like you probably just pays whatever price the vendor offers.
Ah, they're so mean to us.
Calmaran was a man of peace, but he became a great warrior to free his people from slavery. He liberated this world and built the Thanagarian Empire. These slums have become a hub of activity for the cult of the Seven Devils. I've proposed razing the whole area and starting over from scratch, but I keep running into political interference. Damned bureaucrats are as bad as the cultists, if you ask me.
So that was easy enough to complete as a feat. So we've completed Ringhog. Let's complete Thrasher's defense, and then we'll go back to collect our reward.
Thanks for collecting these rings. The metal is preventing them from flying away to find new lanterns.
Oh, I think we're gonna have every day as well. Our friend Thrasher. We're going to complete part of the objective. So basically, every 4 days, we're going to be able to complete this mission. Now I get it. Unless, let's see if we can use replay badges.
Hawkgirl helped turn me away from the cult of the Seven Devils, and I'm proud to join her against them now. Let's push them back together.
So to speed up the process, I could use replay badges to be able to complete it once a day. I might do it at some point. We'll have to wait and see for that. So let's see what new rewards we got. So we got a utility belt, crate, boots. Let's go for the belt. And let's go for the neck piece. So again, 246 for the item, because the item scales to the level of your character. That's a nice looking Batman again. So that seems to be pretty much it for today. So again, this is the Hawkman set of gear that you can purchase from our little friend here. Although, as you saw, I already got the headpiece as a reward. So you can get the style from as a reward, or you can purchase it from that little vendor. So the gear here is item level 255. So that's the highest level gear you can get. Actually, I'm lying. My pants are on fire. The highest level gear is probably the elite version of that gear. which is item level 257. So 257 is the highest level gear we can get right now, thanks to this DLC. But odds are, if you're like me, I rarely play the elite version of the content, so odds are this is the gear that I will purchase. And the same for the Hawkman gear. I'll probably just get the style as I play the game, or even better, I'll probably buy the enhanced version of that style from the broker. Although I should probably talk a bit about that, but I'll make a video specifically about that. Right now, let's go to our lair to talk about that. Right now, sadly, the broker is down. There was some glitch that some people were exploiting, and they broke the broker. The prices for the broker went through the roof, and DCUO decided to take down the broker until they can fix whatever issue there is. Also, if somehow you find out what the glitch is and decide that it's a good idea to use it, don't do it. People are getting banned right now for having used a glitch to be able to get a whole bunch of money. So please do not use that glitch, otherwise your account will get banned. I'll try to make a video specifically about that, but I thought I could give a bit of warning, just to be sure that you guys don't find the glitch by accident, or that don't go out looking for the glitch, use it, and then end up getting banned. So I guess this is going to be it for our Metal Part 2 video. As I play the other missions, I'll try to make videos about that. But it's always a bit, well, let's say, challenging to make videos about the group missions, but I'll see what I can do about that. Of course, once I get the Hawkman set of gear, I'll make a Hawkman video. And that's pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. By now, I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online, so it could happen that if I take too long to answer your question, or if somehow I don't answer your question, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.